So thirsty. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So, oh my gosh, I feel so dead. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Oh, where's my watch? Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So, I just wanted to give everyone an update on school and my trip, and in light of, not necessarily in light of, but due to all of the craziness in the world right now, I decided to postpone my trip. So this is my 4th trimester of school, as I've already mentioned. Near the end of this trimester, so due to all the craziness that's going on, thankfully we kind of looked up with where we stand in the course right now, because this week coming up, starting tomorrow, is going to be our spring break. And with spring break, spring break, and then next week we would do our final exams, which are all online, and so we wouldn't have to go back to campus at all for anything. After that, we would do our exams online, and then the week following that we would go out and do our field work. And so now that all of this is going on right now, things happen, especially with our pediatric setting, because most of us are in schools. I don't think I updated. Okay, all over the place. Forgive me. So my mental health setting is in a low-income housing facility. My second one is in a school-based setting, so it's with children with intellectual disabilities, and so I'm really looking forward to that a lot. And so back to what I was saying, as far as not knowing for sure if we'll be able to do it in the next few weeks or not, because of all the virus crap that's out right now. Our teacher did tell us that she would try to place us, look for other placements if where we are placed right now decides to cancel, or if, you know, schools are not open within the next couple of weeks for us to be able to go out and do it. However, I'm not sure how she will find placements for us like that, because there's so much going on in the world. A lot of businesses are closing, schools are closing. We're kind of in like this place where we're distancing ourselves from other people. I mean, you all know how the world is right now, and so I think we're just playing it by ear. I don't think anyone really knows how this is going to turn out. I don't know how long we're going to be doing this, where we're not in class, or not going to work, or stocking up on groceries. Like, it's ridiculous right now. So not sure if I'll be able to start my field work in the end of this month and the beginning of April or not. I don't know. Have no idea. But then after field work, I was going to be done for, I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks, or 3.5 weeks. I was going to go on break, and then I was going to come back and then start trimester 5. Y'all, it's flying. I promise. I'm so happy about it. I promise I am. But I'm kind of upset, because I feel like I've been in school for over a year now, and I've been working my butt off for over a year now. We've had several breaks, and each break I've either stayed here because I didn't want to have the food with like going home and coming back. I just want the rest, so I either stayed here or I went home, no trips or anything in between. And so my classmate and I decided in December, hey, let's plan a trip to Miami. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we literally get everything together. This is 2020. I want to be able to do more things, especially travel, because I'm young. Why not? So up until all of this craziness that's going on in the world, we have every intention on going to Miami. Even whenever it came up, I was still like, look, I'm going to put it in God's hands. I mean, it's everywhere in the world right now. It's almost unavoidable. And so I'm just going to go ahead and go. I pay for everything. Why not? So we were kind of going back and forth this past week about whether or not we should go. And so I'm like, okay, well, God, just give me a sign. Like, I really, 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 really want to go on this trip, and I feel like I'm gonna go. My mom sent me masks, gloves, wipes, German, everything. So I was very prepared for all of this. And so I had it all together. I was totally ready. So I can't remember if it was Thursday or Friday. I feel like it was Thursday. Thursday, yes, my friend, classmate, whatever, she texted me and she was like, oh, like I'm packed or whatever. I'm so excited. I'm like, yeah, me too. I hope we're still able to go. I was like, I'm packed. I don't plan on unpacking unless things change between now and Monday, which I'm supposed to be leaving tomorrow. So my bags are still packed right now because I just don't want to unpack them. Like, I'm so upset about it. So I get on the internet, which y'all, this virus stuff, I'm tired of the internet and I'm tired of the news at this point, because both of them will literally give you anxiety out of this world. And then I see an article about spring break is canceled. I'm like, oh my gosh, the dramatics. Like, spring break, they're trying to limit access to the beach and to different bars and other, little restaurants and stuff, just to keep down the crowd so that they can avoid the spread of the virus. The whole point of going to Miami is to be on the beach. Oh, and not only did I see, that, but they were talking about a curfew for people, spring breakers that were coming. Look, I am coming here to relax, to have fun. I'm not trying to be limited. When I paid money to get here, I don't want my trip to be limited in any way. Well, first, let us call our host to, make sure that it's okay, and we will receive a full refund, because he was strict. When we booked, he said it was no cancellations, or, if we canceled, it would be no refund, period, at all. And so she sent him a message, she didn't respond. So I'm like, I'm just gonna call. So I called him Friday, and I was like, I left a voice message. He didn't answer the phone, so he did call me back within like an hour. And he told me that, the media is obviously making it so much worse than what it is. But I'm like, nobody really knows how bad it is, to be quite honest. And so he was saying that if he was us, he would still come. Of course, he's going to say that because we booked through him and he's getting paid for it. And he was saying, but he has no control over the refund at this point, just because he has such strict rules on it. And like, he's not able to give us a refund at all because of his rules. But he said that Airbnb is overriding basically anything that he's saying due to the virus. I called Airbnb directly, but I don't think I can get through because something with Taylor booked it, and I think her number was, something happened. Anyway, so Taylor, later on that night, Taylor ended up, that's my friend that's going on a trip. Taylor ended up canceling it because a message popped up on Airbnb's website saying that we would receive a full refund. So we're waiting for our refund. It says within 5 to 10 days. I'm not sure how quick we'll receive it, if we'll receive it at all. But we also had to cancel our flight. I don't fly often, so please tell me. I don't fly at all, to be honest. I've flown one time. I think I mentioned that before. I don't know, maybe I didn't. But I've flown one time, and so I'm not very sure about how all this works. So I booked through Expedia, but it's through American Airlines. And so Expedia, I go on Expedia to cancel the trip, and it tells me to contact American Airlines to be able to cancel. I woke up really early to call American Airlines. So a lady comes on the phone, rude as I don't know what. I mean, rude. And I get it. It's probably crazy in the airline world right now, but it's crazy everywhere. So I was just like, I booked through Expedia, but I'm not going to be able to make this trip. And she was just like, yeah, if I cancel, you're not getting a refund back. And I was like, she didn't even let me really talk at all, or she didn't let me say anything. And I was like, well, due to everything that's going on right now, I'm not sure why I would not, you know, receive a refund, or I can't even like receive credit for this to go towards the trip sometime in the future. In the future sometime on, if you just call us back by December. And I said, okay, if I call you back by the end of the year, I'm able to use this to go towards another trip. No, yeah, that's not what I said. I said by December, that's the end of this year. And she was like, oh, yeah, by the end of the... I was just like, okay. Woosah. And so I was like, are you gonna send me like a confirmation through my email? Do I just call back later on? Like, how does this work? Because I don't want to call back later on and you all not see that I'm eligible to be able to use this towards credit later. So how does it work? Like, I need something in writing. And she was like, well, because you booked through Expedia, we're not able to send anything to your email. So I called Expedia back, because I'm like, since I booked through Expedia, I really need to make sure that this is clear. So I call Expedia. Literally, Expedia I'm on hold for them for 40 minutes. The call gets disconnected because they say they have too many people calling in and not enough agents. Okay, so I call back again. The exact same thing happens after I sat on hold all that time. And so I go on Expedia's website to try to find an email. I don't find an email, but I do receive an email this morning from Expedia saying like, oh, like, we understand that the calls are getting disconnected. There's so many callers and not enough agents, and we're, you know, working to get this resolved, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, it's stressful, okay? And I've been literally back and forth doing all of this within the last, what, 2 or 3 days now. I'm upset because I don't know if I'm going to get all of my money back. And I really was looking forward to this trip because, like I say, I feel like I've worked my butt off within or over the last year, and I haven't gone anywhere, and I felt like I was so deserving of it. So I was definitely looking forward to the trip. I'm upset that I can't go to Miami, but I prayed about it, and I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it's over with now because the Airbnb is canceled, and I canceled my flight through American Airlines. Like I say, I still don't know if I'm necessarily going to get all my money back or not, which is disappointing. No, I just want to, like, this whole everything is crazy. The stores running out of tissue, paper towels, hand soap, just everything. It's just crazy to me. I was talking to my sister and I was like, this sounds like the end times. Like, it sounds like it's just, I'm like, is this the rapture? Like, I mean, do I need to go home? Do I need to be around my family before everything happens? I mean, it's such chaos because everyone's in a frenzy and freaking out because the media will literally have you like so anxious. People who are just like already has a lot of anxiety, this does not help them at all because they're the ones that's going out and buying up all the tissue and not leaving the people who actually really need the supplies and stuff. They're not leaving it for them. Well, I'm probably not doing much of anything since, like I say, we are in isolation right now. I keep saying isolation since we are socially distancing ourselves right now. So, yeah, I'm just praying that everybody be safe out there. Wash your hands real good. Actually, like, when I go out and come back in, I literally have to take all my clothes off and throw them in the dirty clothes, especially if I'm just sitting around on my couch or if I go try to, you know, get in the bed. I take my clothes off before I sit on anything because I'm like, yeah, germs are everywhere. Get your Lysol if you can. And I have plenty of Germ-X, so I'm happy about that. But yes, I pray that you all be well. I pray that you all just receive some sort of peace during this crazy time. And yes, until next time, you guys. Bye.